this working? Oh, you better.
Sadly, Katie did not want to perform as the third Skylar sister with us tonight. But that's okay. It would have been different if I had suggested like Phantom of the Opera or something. She does love a good Phantom of the Opera. But I knew that I had to do a great thing for the speech, so this is for my family. And this is for Dimitri. And this is for you. So where do we begin to describe our sister? Well, Katie's life was extremely better 20 years ago when I walked into it. We've always been extremely close as sisters, to the point where we actually shared one bedroom in a 4-bedroom house until we were practically in high school. Anyone can tell that we take great pride in being sisters because we always greet each other with a dramatic, "Hey sister!" "Hey sister!" But throughout the years, we've become more than sisters. We are best friends forever. Yeah, we know we're obnoxious. But anyways, Katie has always been the best sister and sidekick to me. Growing up, we did a lot of things together and shared a lot of fun experiences. However, I'm not sure if Katie would think of all of those experiences as fun. Theater and dance classes weren't necessarily some of Katie's favorite activities per se, but she stuck it out and would do it right alongside me. There's this hilarious home video of the two of us doing a tap dancing routine where Katie was fighting back tears, arms crossed, and clearly wanted out of the spotlight. But if you look down at her feet, she was not missing a beat and did the entire routine flawlessly. She was the best partner ever. She'd sacrifice her own comfort to make sure I had my singing or dancing duet buddy. I've always been able to count on her for constant loyalty, support, and encouragement, and I'm so grateful for the friendship that we have. Now, growing up, Katie and I weren't always best friends, and I know that's shocking for a lot of people, but we weren't very close growing up. But we did love watching The Parent Trap together, and for those of you that don't know, the opening scene is not anything really special, but we really felt that we needed to learn the entire thing. So we switched between the roles of Hallie and Annie, and we literally learned every single word to it. Yes, it was great. But I think that since we watched that enough, we actually became twins in real life. Because now we just woke up one day and no one could tell us apart, and we act the same and we talk the same. Everything about us is the same. I'm actually Katie. But the person I could count on most was always Katie, and she was always there to make me laugh, and I could always laugh the hardest with her. And whenever I needed guidance, I knew I could always turn to her. Now, can we just take a moment and acknowledge the fact that the bride and groom have planned this fabulous wedding from 1,500 miles away and have handled every curveball thrown at them with such patience. Let's give it a round. Now, we are so happy that you guys were able to have such a beautiful wedding ceremony back in June with the immediate family. You guys are kind of the luckiest because not a lot of people get to celebrate twice. Maybe 3 times? 4 times. But we also are really glad that we got to celebrate with the entire wedding party this time. And we thought that they could kind of help with what we were trying to do today. The special part about all these bridesmaids is that each person helped shape Katie in different stages of her life. Lexi helped her survive preschool. Mandy helped her survive all family get-togethers. Katie helped her survive high school. Callie helped her survive dating Caleb. Becky helped her survive college. And we helped her survive day-to-day life, so now that I think about it, we're the real survivors. Now the baton has been passed on to Caleb to help her survive every single day of her life for all time ever. Good luck. But in all reality, Katie's been such a rock in all of our lives in ways she doesn't even know. We asked her bridesmaids for some backup, shared their responses. Lexi said, Katie has been there for me since day one. Regardless if she's in the same state or across the country, I know I can always count on her to be my best friend. Mandy said, when I needed someone to dance to David Archuleta with, which we actually did last night, or sing Jonas Brothers too, which we actually did that too. Okay. She knew she could always count on Katie. She's been the role model on what a healthy relationship should always look like, and being with guys with the same name doesn't make a difference. Katie said, Katie has always been one of my biggest role models, being someone I can count on for compassion, amazing advice, and a good laugh when I needed it the most. Callie said, Katie is always the first person I want to share my good news to. She is my biggest cheerleader and always answers my FaceTime calls when Caleb won't. She has a huge heart and she is very excited to call you her sister. Becky said, Katie is always on your side, advocating for you and reminding you of your own value and worth when you forget it. Now, don't worry, Caleb. We didn't forget about you. Oh yes, your turn in the hot seat, Khalid. We knew he was a keeper when he trucked through a snowstorm in the middle of winter to come hang out with Katie when they were babies, like 12 years old or something. And we definitely knew that he was the one when he asked her to be his girlfriend in pink and purple chalk on the driveway. But of course, washing it away before I got home. So basically, he's been around forever. But after 8 years of them dating, I truly did not think I could learn more about him until we were forced to live under the same roof for the past 4 months. I know that he loved being in my voice lessons as much as I loved being in his constitutional law lectures. It was great. We love you, Khalid, and we're so glad to officially call you part of the family now. So finally, we made a note to insert wedding advice here, and Katie, I'm not really sure I'm the one who should be giving you advice, since you always seem to be on the ball with everything and the responsible one. I'm not sure how I've managed to survive in the real world. You can vouch for my abilities to wake up to my alarm clock. So all I can say is keep being the responsible, kind, loving person I know you are, and I know you'll make a great wife. And I guess if you haven't been doing those things already for the past couple months, tonight's good night. Okay, now my turn. I'm not married, but I want to give some advice too. So Katie and I played Nancy Drew together for years. I didn't know that either. And one of my favorite couples in the whole world is from that show. And I wanted to say a little quote that I found from one of the games. It's, you two go together like peanut butter and jelly. You two go together like peanut butter and jelly. When you're apart, you're like peanut butter and sadness. Or jelly and uncomfortable silences. You guys are the best sandwich ever made. We hope you enjoy your first night as a married couple, or I guess the 85th night as a married couple. We love you guys. Raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs.